I'm exhausted right now. But no, it's been just an incredible grand final series so far, and I guess where I sit to say it deserves to go 5. We're incredibly privileged to go back to Melbourne and have one more shot at this thing. So, game-wise, I just thought there was some amazing desperation plays that were made tonight. Our ability to dive on the floor on loose balls and come up with extra possessions, amazing. Heavy minutes from a lot of guys, and so it'll be a lot of recovery over the next couple of days, but we get that extra day from last time, and we'll be ready to go.
We know that it's basically just a shot that's been separating some of these games, but what did you feel like you guys did well in this game that you fixed from game 3?
Yeah, we harped on the 3-ball and the O boards, and so we brought those down certainly a level from the last 2 games. I think they were. I think we limit them to probably 8 attempts from the 3 in the second half, and that's a big part of what we're trying to achieve is to continue to run shooters off the line and trust our rim protection and make it as hard as we can on some mid-range floaters. And for a period there, I thought we were pretty good with it. They come up with some shots and made some ones off the backboard and things. But that was just I don't know. We had a great belief that we were just going to win this one tonight, and we made plays to go ahead and do it, and there was a number of amazing plays, and this guy sitting next to me, he looked like he was a problem offensively all night when he was touching the basketball and made huge plays. I was pretty close to going to him down the stretch, but Delhi really wanted that last one and made a hell of a play and got to the rim.
They went to their small ball lineup in the fourth quarter again. Do you feel like you guys were better prepared to handle it this time around?
Absolutely. We spent a lot of time on it. I thought there was absolute clarity about how we were going to defend it. There was still some that came downhill pretty quick, but so much better. Where I failed to mention in big plays was Joe's steal. Just to put him back in the game for the offensive possession and have a good screener in the game. But then for him to come up with a massive deflection and a save, massive, huge play from him.
Ian, you'll probably hear a lot of, so that's why they signed Ian Clark. After a game like this, what's your mentality going into a do-or-die game like this in a really hostile building?
Win. It's pretty simple. It's been like Coach said, it's been an up and down series for both teams, and I loved our resiliency today. Even when they made runs and hit big shots, we didn't panic, and that's a credit to the guys that we have in the locker room that have been in big moments, that understand that the moment that we had, the moments that we had throughout that last quarter, and being able to just be fighters and be resilient and come out with the win. So I'm excited to go back in front of our home fans Sunday and take care of business.
Can you give us an idea of how much Delhi lifts the rest of the team? You can sort of see the urgency that he plays with. How does that lift someone like you?
It helps me a lot. I think personally, it's more his calmness in every play. He's so level-headed in bringing guys together in huddles, in timeouts, but also even when the other team is going on a run, whether it's this series or last, he's the first one to bring guys in to say next play, and to get us back where we need to be and move on. So he's been great helping me. It's been great being teammates with him, obviously. And I'm glad he's on our side.
I've got 2 questions about some of the sequences at the end. What was it like watching Joe, who's had a volatile series, make that play at the end, that steal that led to your free throws? When guys called upon, they respond, and I know Joe loves the big moments. And I think we all know that, and he's such a competitor. So being able to have him in that moment. It was big. The steal was massive for us, and him being able to save it and keep it in bounds so we can keep the possession was great for us. What went through your head when it was Jack McVay who rose up for that shot in a really similar spot?
Not again.
Dean, what went through your head in that moment?
I saw certainly a flatter shot that I'm like, this is either backboard and in or backboard and out. So, yeah, maybe it was our turn to just get a little bit of luck on one of those.
But what do you think the key is to sort of carrying this momentum over to Game 5?
Yeah, I think we'll highlight just the desperation and the loose balls and the passion that we played with and the huge plays that we made. Obviously McVeigh was great again tonight, and we left him a little bit more single coverage, tonight, and I think we can hopefully try and restrict his talent a little bit, but he's pretty tough down there. Everybody else we feel like we've done a reasonable job on. So lock in on him a little bit more. Make sure we just continue to get the ball movement. We just had this couple of 4 or 5 possessions we just looked a little, slow or didn't quite get the initiation the way we wanted to. So I think if we can, again, keep attacking the rim, the rim protection's down a little bit with Marcus not being there, and we've just got to keep putting our feet in the paint.
Is there anything wrong with CG? It's got a noticeable limp.
Yeah, like everyone's got a little something right now, so yeah, nothing to be worried about.
Chris, have you got anything further?
Yeah, just quickly, following up from that, Dean, I mean, it looked like everyone out there from your point of view was either exhausted or carrying something. I mean, to sum up that performance, it was just full of heart. How proud are you of what your team dug deep to do?
Yeah, massive with, Joe picking up that 4th foul as well, and we saw that last time we were down here, and I thought he had a much different mentality tonight. More, it's like if I foul out, I foul out, but I'm playing aggressive, with this last foul. Ari was a little bit, jumpy, and, in his first stint had some opportunities to go, crack a couple. And then I thought, when Joe got his 4th, I thought Ariel was really solid, through that period for us, and really calmed down and did his job, did what we needed him to do. So, really proud of those moments right there. Yep, everybody's got a couple of little niggles, but, put it all to the side tonight and say, let's just, whatever it takes to go get a win and get back home.
On a similar note, Ian, I mean, you've got guys that are sore, you've got guys exhausted, but when you've got Game 5 NBL Championship on the line on Sunday, how much does that just get put to the back of your mind and know you've just got 40 minutes to go?
I mean, it's Game 5, so if you can't get up for it, this is why you play the game. To being able to, it's a privilege to be in this position, to be able to play for a championship. For us in front of our home crowd as well. So I'm sure emotions will be high even after this win, but we never can get too high or too low right now. Making sure we look at the film these next couple of days and make sure we come back ready to play Sunday.
You won't know the answer to this until after Sunday's game, but how much do you feel like going into it? Do you think it helps that you've been on the biggest stage in the world, Delhi's done it in the biggest stage in the world, you've got Chris who's done it at the Olympics all over the world. How much do you hope or think that experience will help on Sunday?
I mean, I think it's been showing all playoffs from a lot of guys in different areas. We got a lot of guys that, like I said, are competitors, but also are not rattled in big moments. And so, leaning on each other it's been a collective of guys stepping up and having voices and making plays. And I think that coming into Sunday, we're going to have a lot of guys that have been in that position before. So using that and playing off of each other, it'll be great for us.